Gained 30,000 followers in 7 days. So get ready with me and get to know me. Cuban, Jamaican, and Panamanian. I grew up in New York, but I also spent quite a bit of time in Jamaica. And I have 2 kids. My son is 3, my daughter is 9, she'll be 10 really soon. I am an entrepreneur. So I have a business. I supply Indian hair to several beauty supply stores, so that is my main source of income. I'm also a content creator. My favorite singers were Whitney Houston, Biggie, and Tupac, and unfortunately, none of them are here still. When Whitney Houston passed, I cried like it was my own auntie. Like, I was so up from the flow up about Whitney Houston. I am scared of heights, but I recently just faced one of my fears on my friend's bachelorette trip. I went ziplining. OMG, I couldn't believe I did it. And honestly, it was liberating. And the reason why I faced this fear was because I always tell my daughter to never let fear get in the way of her doing anything. Let her do what her heart desires. And I felt like if I chickened out, it would be almost like me being a hypocrite to what I say to her. So part of me, it was to do it just because I don't want to tell my daughter to do something and I would be a hypocrite, you know? I have ADHD. I was diagnosed as an adult, so I struggled with it through my childhood, and I really had no idea that I had it until I had my old job working with Estee Lauder, and I realized that I felt really overwhelmed at work, and I was good at what I did, but I felt like I wasn't achieving what I wanted to achieve because I started really getting stressed out, and that's when I realized that something was wrong. So I ended up seeing my psychiatrist, and my psychiatrist was like, "You have ADHD." And from the time I started taking medication, life has been so much better. I really love to travel. I'm an island girl at heart. When I tell you, just put me on a beach, it doesn't get any better. Put me on a beach, give me a bathing suit, and give me a cocktail, and I'm living the life, honey. But I like to explore too, so I don't like bugs though. So anything that doesn't have to do with bugs. But I will do outdoor things, but I'll forget if I see a bug. So of course, I was always the class clown at school, and my daughter is a hot mess too. So you know the apple doesn't ever fall far from the tree. But I always had pretty good grades, and I graduated from a HBCU. So yeah, you know I got my little education on. I'm very confident in who I am, and I haven't always been that way, but I learned a lot about myself as I got a lot older. And I've realized that, you know, once you're secure with who you are, life is so much better. And when people have stuff to say about you or, you know, whatever, you aren't fazed by them because you know who you are and nobody could define you but you. And that's the best feeling in the world to me, to be honest with you, because it's liberating. You don't have to worry about what people are saying or anything because you know who you are. And as long as you know, does it really matter what anyone else thinks? I don't know. That's just something I learned. And I feel like it was one of the best lessons that ever happened because I was also able to learn to love me. You know, I feel like as a woman, a lot of times we're raised to be people pleasers. So we struggle with loving us and putting ourselves first. But when you really love you and you learn to put yourself first, life is a whole different experience because you realize that your happiness is just as important as other people's. Both of my parents are still living, and I honestly have one of the best moms in the entire world. My mom is absolutely amazing, and she supports literally anything that I do. Like, if I wanted to go fly a kite right now and say that was going to be my career, my mom would be like, "You're going to be like the best kite flyer ever." When I tell you my mom supports me and believes in me, I think that's kind of where me believing in myself stems from because my mom is literally just awesome. Like, it doesn't get any better than my mom. I am a Taurus. I am born in the month of May. So I am all about fairness. I'm all about standing up for the underdog. I am very much that person that will speak out against anything that I think is unjust. And that's just me as a person. But when I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get it accomplished. And there's nothing you're going to be able to do to stop me. I tell my daughter to always be bold and fearless and confident. So I try to do the same. And one thing I really realized is that when you're dating, whoever you date is going to be a mirror reflection of you. So you just got to be careful. I am single but dating. I'm not really in a rush to get into anything because I'm looking for a specific type of guy. And so if you're not that, I don't need you. I'm also not really too worried about the future because I just know that my future is bright. I don't know exactly what it entails, but I just have a feeling. You ever have one of those feelings where you know things are just going to be great and work itself out? I don't know. I just have one of those feelings. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about because there's times where you're like, I just know that I know that I know, you know? It's like one of those kind of things. But I also like to do a lot of other things. I have so many other hobbies that I really love to do. I really love fashion. I have like also as a little side gig, I also shop. and like get outfits together and all that kind of stuff. So that's another little side gig that I do, but it's not like my main source of income. It's just something that I do here and there, but it pays well. So that's another little hustle. So if you like doing that kind of thing, that is definitely something that you should do. And I almost feel like I should create like a whole nother TikTok for that specifically because of the fact that that's a lot of fun. I also like to, hang out with my friends. I have some really amazing friends. Honestly, I feel like I'm so blessed with great friends that even when I'm busy and I can't like, really get around to seeing them or talking to them, it's like the next time we see each other or we talk, where we picked up where we left off. That's such a great feeling that you don't feel pressured to always, you know, have to stay in contact every second. It's good to know that you have friends that are secure in your friendships, that they know what it is, and those friendships will never change. And that is amazing. I realize the older you get, when you have grown friends that are secure, life is so much different when you have those types of friends. And you just surround yourself around people that are similar or have the beliefs that you have because birds of a feather really flock together, and that is such a true statement that it's to the point where you're like, okay, no, you don't align with what I want in my life. So because you don't align with that, I just don't really want to associate with you. And what's also really good? The moment I learned to block people out of my life, people that I don't want to deal with, I don't. And I don't let anyone guilt trip me into that. Once I block you, that's it. Like, hang it up. You don't ever say anything else to me again because it doesn't really matter what you say because in my mind, you're already gone. So it really doesn't matter to me. And protecting my peace is like really important. And I feel like, especially as a content creator, you have to really protect your peace because people are really odd. And I realize the more success you have doing things, people will hate on you just for that. So you kind of have to just protect your peace and realize like it kind of is what it is, but not take it too serious because at the same time, I feel like a lot of times, we take a lot of this stuff serious on the internet and it's really not. And you just kind of have to laugh it off and keep it moving because it's the internet. One of my favorite content creators, is Jackie Hanna. I honestly think she is the best. It just doesn't get any better than her. Jackie Hanna is so classy, so sweet, but I love the fact that she has boundaries and that she doesn't let anyone deter her from her boundaries. She doesn't let people in her space that she just doesn't deem that they deserve to be in her space because it's her space. I just love a good woman with boundaries. Like, it's amazing to see what this generation or our generation is doing as far as like boundaries. It's so good because I feel like we weren't really raised to have boundaries. So seeing so many women having boundaries now, to me, it's really good because you're able to see that you can be kind, you can be sweet, you can be all those things and still have boundaries and not let people define who you are and only you define who you are. My first viral video was Bama Rush. And it was really funny because I love Bama Rush. And if you don't watch Bama Rush, it's like Christmas for adults. Especially if you're into like beauty and fashion. I mean, this is like a complete fashion show with some divas, baby. Y'all need to see Bama Rush. I will be covering Bama Rush this year. And I promise you that is like one of the best things to cover because Bama Rush is a whole vibe. Y'all have got to stick around for Bama Rush. The girls are already getting themselves together. I've seen like a couple of TikToks already. Y'all, I'm just excited. I promise you, Bama Rush is so exciting. I love makeup and skincare. They're like my favorite things. But I love clothing and shoes. One thing about me is that I love a good designer bag. Now, I don't buy a whole bunch of expensive clothes at all because my weight, honestly, is always fluctuating. So for me, it really kind of just doesn't make sense. But I also don't feel like I've spent that much on clothing because I feel like there's so many really, really nice things for women that are cheap. Like Shein is one of my favorite websites. And you can't tell me it doesn't get any cheaper than Shein. One thing about me is I can't do the Temu thing. I don't know what it is, but Temu has always given me bad vibes. Am I the only one that feels that way? Because I feel like Temu's, I don't know. It's something about Temu that doesn't do it for me. But y'all, it is what it is. But that is pretty much me, y'all. I am going to finish up my wing liner. Hopefully I can do this on camera without messing up because I feel like liner is one of those things that are really hard to do. I hope you guys enjoyed getting to know me and learn about me. I have really enjoyed entertaining you guys and all the sweet comments and kind words. You guys are truly amazing and I appreciate each and every one of you for following. And you guys, tell me more of the kind of content you want to see from me. I know a lot of you guys say makeup content. I'm going to upload a couple of things. So thank you y'all for being a part of my journey. It's been a lot of fun. I will be around. If you don't follow me on YouTube, follow Flawless Nina. I post on there as well. I also have like once or twice a week, I do like a long form video. So you guys might enjoy that as well. So check that out. I don't really use any other platforms like that, to be honest. I feel like I should use more Facebook, but I don't. I need to. But TikTok and YouTube is mainly where I'm on right now. So follow me there. Great. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and I will see you guys soon. Bye bye for now.